compelling ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing.
Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. For the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Cards are going to have a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. From the gun, Murray gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
Play fake. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Pat Prater set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Sanchez on to punt.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Murray. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
41.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw is Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Colts 7, Cardinals 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he completes it to Hunt. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That one is caught by Hunt. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. This is brought in at the 21. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Ready? 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check, 47. Hey, pick your game up.
Darnold now to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Oh, yeah.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, that goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd down.
Here's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
41-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Faking the give, Darnold. Eluding the pressure. Darnold, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Play action. It's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
13-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes. Arizona.
Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Check, 47. I'm scared. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's gonna take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a timeout taken.
13 yards.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Murray. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Check.
And 80. 47. Check back 47. Oh, you got deep?
47's the mic. Check.
Off of play action, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Back at the 20-yard line.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Let's go, tight end. Lady.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Lady.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Dancing to his left. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. This is Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run it. This is Connor trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Calling no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. Ready? Hold the look, Yeah, ready? Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. He's letting, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On play action, it's Murray. Being chased out left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown. Andy Isabella. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Darnold on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
It's 3rd. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Joker. Ready? I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 47 Mike, 47. All day. 47.
To throw is Darnold. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear, and if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. It's complete to Grant. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that was dangerous.
Darnold
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Grant. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
40 seconds to Mike. I'm coming.
Darnold. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Darnold completes it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Jakeem Grant. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
47. Check, 47. Watch the backer. Mike's 47.
Faking the give, Darnold. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Golden picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On 4th down, Darnold. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Kenny Moore.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about right a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 50, Mike 50.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
50, Mike 50. What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl?
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Arizona, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll have another road date next